You are Locked On Red Sox Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Boston. On the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, the Red Sox swept at Fenway. Sox Sunday afternoon against the Diamondbacks, 4-0 lead. Tanner Houck gave up 3 in the fifth, 3 runs in the sixth inning. Diamondbacks depart from Boston with a weekend series sweep at Fenway. Still a lot of baseball to be played in the regular season, but I think right now it's safe to say things are officially looking bleak for the Sox. We do welcome you into our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime baseball play-by-play announcer, show host. I've called games from the Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan, Dodger Stadium, Target Field, Kauffman Stadium, Jacobs Field, Globe Life in Arlington, and Granger Stadium in Kinston, North Carolina. We are providing reaction to every Red Sox game on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, as well as a Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which you know is free and available wherever you get your podcast. Here on our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, we're going to discuss Rafi Devers with a career milestone and Tanner Houck not pitching like an ace. Staked to a 4-0 lead, still has not picked up a victory in a long, long time. And we'll talk about Houck's outing against the Diamondbacks. Let's hear from you, our everydayers and our first-timers. Join the conversation, watching live on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Hit the comment button. Join the Sox conversation. You can also hit me up on the X, formerly known as Twitter, at Lennox on Baseball, with questions, comments, or concerns. Our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast brought to you by Supply House. SupplyHouse.com is the reliable way to get parts fast. Shop for your next plumbing, HVAC, or electrical job and get fast shipping from coast to coast at SupplyHouse.com. So, the Red Sox with an early 4-0 lead for Tanner Houck. And I'm wondering, with Houck giving up 3 in the fifth and 3 in the sixth inning, remember early on 4 scoreless to start, but 4 double plays. He was 1 hit or another base runner in the first 4 from giving up a run or 2 or 3. But the Sox offensively gave Tanner Houck exactly what they needed. Tristan Casas home run in the first inning, 2-out shot. The Sox up 1-0. Their first lead of the series. Casas, home run, 420 feet coming off Merrill Kelly, who again gives up 4 earned runs, but goes 6 innings. And Tanner Houck staked to the 4-0 lead. Again, he gets 3 double plays, a line drive double play and 2 ground ball double plays. Devers home run in the 4th inning to make it 4-0, a milestone for Rafi. We'll get into that. But swept at Fenway. 5th time this season the Red Sox have been swept in a series, 3rd time at Fenway Park. The long ball, 3 home runs. And I'm going to tell you why Tyler O'Neill's home run in the 9th inning drove me a little crazy. And the bullpen, how often have we seen the bullpen down, new guy comes into the game, gives up a run, gives up a home run, gives the opposing team a little more cushion. Then you see the Sox get a run. They make you sort of think, okay, we're going to do this. But Tanner Houck and the sweeper, Kevin Youkilis speaks glowingly of it. And the sweeper is Tanner Houck's pitch. Gives up the home run to Eugenio Suarez, who had 8 hits, 2 home runs, including a grand slam and a 3-run shot. In the finale on Sunday, his 3-run shot, putting the Diamondbacks in front. They didn't trail again. Sox bats quiet the rest of the way against the bullpen. And Kelly, for that matter, too. Kelly making just his 3rd start since coming off the injured list, dealing with a shoulder issue this year. Pitched effectively. And ends up with the victory. He's now 4-0 on the season. But Arizona running the top of the 9th inning to provide a little bit more cushion. Perdomo going deep against Lucas Sims, pitching in his 2nd straight game. And Sims didn't blow a lead for Tanner Houck. Houck, remember, previous 3 starts, exiting with a lead, bullpen giving it up, no decisions for Houck. It's been a long time since Houck has been on the winning end of a decision. Too long. 6 innings, 6 earned runs. Staked to a 4-0 lead, just can't happen. Can't. Just can't happen. You need a victory. Instead, you're swept. And you got to be looking at this right now and just thinking, it's bleak. We'll scoreboard watch. We'll see what the Twins do. They may go final while we're here with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. Phillies helping out the Royals, or Phillies helping out against the Royals for the Red Sox. But you enter the day 4.5 back. Not that much baseball to go. There's still a long way to go, but things are getting real dicey here for the Red Sox. But Tanner Houck, you've got to be better. 4 scoreless innings. We've talked about Cutter Crawford pitching terrific baseball through 5 and then running into trouble, running into a wall in the 6th inning. Crawford, this weekend, 5 innings. Houck, just can't happen at this point in the season. It can't. 3 home runs. Tyler O'Neill hits a home run in the 9th inning, and I thought to myself, the Red Sox fans aren't here. They're just here for a good time. Hey, our guy hit a home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. I'd rather see Tyler O'Neill reach in that 9th inning with a base hit than hit a solo home run just inside the pesky pole. We're not that far removed from it, just a few minutes since going live with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. But in that 9th inning, now you're down 3 runs. I don't want to see a solo home run to make it a 7-5 game. I want to see base runners. Sometimes you can stop. And managers, I've heard managers say this before, minor leagues or major leagues. Sometimes a home run stops momentum. Keep the line moving. O'Neill reaches. You get one more base runner, then you bring the tying run to the plate. I don't want to call it a useless home run. The only one that home run matters for in the 9th inning for Tyler O'Neill, and I'm not putting it all in his lap, but I want to see a base hit. We've seen plenty of strikeouts from Tyler O'Neill back in the lineup after missing a couple of games with that ring finger irritation or inflammation or whatever it was. But in that 9th inning, you need base runners. It's not a 1-run ball game. One swing doesn't tie it up. You need 2 base runners. And after O'Neill's home run, Martinez comes back. It's 1 run in that situation. Justin Martinez, line out to right, strikes out Romy Gonzalez, ball game over. Hey, you can hit us up. Hit the comment button if you're part of our Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel going live. We do have some comments here. And, voice your frustration right now because I don't see it getting better. In a blink of an eye, is this going to turn around? Are you going to take 4 of the next 5 from the Blue Jays? Are you going to win the suspended game on Monday, then win Monday night's scheduled game, and all of a sudden feel good again? Well, we know it's possible. We know the Red Sox put the fan base in this situation where we're giving up. We're throwing our hands in the air. We're done. We're moving on to the Patriots. We're moving on to the fall. Kids back in school next week. Labor Day weekend next week. We're crossing the Red Sox off. But all of a sudden, they take 4 out of 5 against the Blue Jays, who, by the way, they're not playing like the red-hot Arizona Diamondbacks, but the Jays have a winning record here in the month of August. 8-4 going into Sunday's finale at home against the Angels. And you see what happens. Let's hit it up. Andrew the Goat's joining us. Andrew's hitting it. Andrew wants ownership to spend money on some real good players. You do have real good players here, Andrew the Goat. This is what happens when you don't have good players. Tanner Houck here in the second half of the season is not showing that he's an ace. He's realistically, if you want to be contending team in 2025, and it's not over, but Tanner Houck's got to be your number 2 or number 3. Really number 3 or number 4. So that means you've got to go spend money on starting pitching. You know you have to spend money on the bullpen or get creative with trades as well. DJ Porter, 9th inning solo home runs, getting super annoying. DJ, thanks for checking in for the first time. Appreciate it. I agree 100%. Now, Sims gives up the home run at the top of the 9th inning, makes it a 7-4 ball game. That home run drove me crazy enough because now you need 2 base runners in the 9th inning. O'Neill's home run to start things off did absolutely nothing for me. The guys behind him, that's where you wanted it. You needed base runners. You needed 2 base runners in that bottom of the 9th inning to bring the tying run to the plate, thanks to Lucas Sims giving up the home run in the top of the 9th inning. I'm tired of relievers coming into games down a run, 2 runs, even 3 runs, and the opposing team adds on. Can't happen. Andrew the Goat wants to know if the Red Sox are cooked. It feels like it right now, Andrew the Goat. It really does. And Andrew the Goat, we appreciate you checking in with us almost on a daily basis now. Appreciate that. You've got a streak going with us, Andrew the Goat, and I do appreciate it. Back to DJ Porter. $1 million question. Will the Sox actually make a play for a real starting pitcher in the offseason? They better. and I'm not a big fan of even Corbin Burns, who's going to command a lot of dollars, a lot of years. I don't know that he would be necessarily the answer. I think you've got to go the trade route. I just don't know where you go. Crochet in Chicago with the White Sox, I'm not sold on him. I'm really not. You want to add a guy from a team that's going to get close to the Major League record for most losses in a season? If they lose on Sunday, that would be their 100th of the year. Aaron Judge reaches 50 home runs on maybe the same day the White Sox reach 100 losses. They've got to spend money. It's there. You've got young bats coming. I want Priester in the big leagues here in the coming days. I want Fitz in the big leagues in September. I really do. Those are the guys I want to see from AAA. Those are the best viable options for guys that are going to give you pitching depth in 2025. Priester from the Pirates, Fitz in that Yankees deal for Verdugo. I really want to see this team contending final week of September. For our Locked On Red Sox postcast audience, for me, want to talk about a winning team in September. I'm not giving up, but boy, oh boy, it's getting hard at this point in time. It really is. Andrew the Goat, DJ Porter, appreciate you checking in. Keep at it. Sox with a loss. Again, swept for the 5th time this season. 3rd time at Fenway. 6 games under 500 at Fenway for the first time this season. All of a sudden, you're going to turn it around? You're going to win 4 of the next 5 against the Blue Jays? Hey, I hope so. And capable of doing it. But Vladdy Jr., he's been on a tear since the All-Star break. What kind of series is he going to have against Red Sox pitching starting on Monday and going through Thursday? Sox have lost 4 in a row at Fenway and 7 of 9 at home as well. It's unacceptable at this point in time. It really is. It really is unacceptable. A milestone for Rafi Devers. We get into that next. Locked On Red Sox postcast brought to you by Supply House. Get supplies from the site that is made for the skilled trade, supplyhouse.com. With supplyhouse.com, you have the reliable way to order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical products online. Their easy-to-use website packed with helpful resources and the latest product information to help you get the job done and get the job done right. You can shop a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from over 400 top brands and get your order delivered right to your door with fast shipping from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Get expert support and industry-leading service from the friendliest folks in the business and talk to a real person every time. Pros in the skilled trades get a competitive edge by joining SupplyHouse.com's free Trade Master program. Every Trade Master gets access to a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Join the thousands of trade pros already benefiting from their free membership at supplyhouse.com/TM. Order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies from anywhere with just a few clicks at supplyhouse.com. Again, keep the comments coming. Again, you can keep the comments coming. Part of the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Hit on the comment button and join the conversation. To Rafi Devers here in just a moment. I don't know that, and we could look back on this weekend and say that's where it ended for the Red Sox. Getting swept at home by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Again, a team that's playing red-hot baseball. But the offense here, you know, a 12-10 victory on the last road trip against the Orioles in Baltimore. But the offense just has not done enough. And you scored 5 runs. You got that 5th run. That's sort of the magic number for the Red Sox right now. But the Diamondbacks do complete the series sweep. Eugenio Suarez, 8 hits, double, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, 3-run shot on Sunday, grand slam, 5 runs batted in on Friday in the victory. So Tristan Casas, home run early on, 3 home runs for the Red Sox. But talking about the home runs for the Red Sox, again, it drives me a little bit crazy because this team has speed. I have said it since we got underway in June. I really do believe that this team could be built for October because they know how to put together runs. They know how to put 3 to 4 base runners, walks, and hits together. They're just in a collective funk right now in doing that. But you score 5 runs on Sunday, all from the home run. Bottom of the lineup has gotten soft. It really has. You need those guys on base. You need those guys to get on base to get Duran, Abreu. And I would switch Yoshida, and I wouldn't have said that 10 days ago. I would switch Yoshida, put him in the number 2 spot here with a right-hander on the mound. Move Abreu down. You've got all these lefty bats in order to start a ball game. I would put Yoshida in that number 2 spot. I like him there. I really do. Stung the ball a couple of times today. What he was thinking, trying to stretch a double into a triple, I have no idea. He was cut down at third base. And that was a big one in the game as well. That was big in that inning where Yoshida got cut down. But I would do some stuff with this lineup right now. You've got to switch some things around. I would maybe even move Casas down in the lineup. You've got a lot of strikeouts in the lineup right now. O'Neill is going to strike out. Casas, some swing and miss there. Took a called strike 3 during the game. But Casas home run. Rafi Devers 3-run home run to make it 4-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning against Merrill Kelly. Rafi Devers, his 200th career home run with the Red Sox. It comes in his 958th game. It was 399 to center field. I found it interesting. Casas, his home run was a blast, 420 feet out of all 30 big league parks. Devers' home run only out at Fenway Park for his 200th career big league home run. It was only out at Fenway, not out in any of the other 29 big league ballparks. Thank you to Baseball Savant for that. Go to MLB.com. If you're not familiar with Baseball Savant, I don't do it every game, but it's interesting to sort of keep tabs of a game while you're looking at the box score. Go to MLB.com, click on stats. You'll go down a couple. You'll see Baseball Savant. Click on there. Then you can click on the Red Sox box score for that game. I do have fun with it, especially watching pitchers, especially picking up little nuggets, exit velocity. The ballpark thing really sold me as I started doing this back in June with the Locked On Red Sox postcast. But Devers, I found this one interesting. 200 career big league home runs. 114 on the road. Sunday is 86th career home run at Fenway Park. I thought it would be more 50-50. 114 of his 200 away from Fenway Park. Because he's got that ability to go over the green monster in left field. We've seen him do it. But 86 career home runs now at Fenway. Devers, milestone, 3 home runs, unable to generate any other offense, unable to knock in a run with a double. Couple of walks, some stolen bases. You can't steal first. And that's the way the Red Sox sort of are at right now, the way things are going. And it's interesting how, they're waiting for the home run. They got the Earl Weaver 3-run home run on Sunday, not enough. Hey, Patriots season opener on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals. That's coming up on September 8th. You can keep up to date with everything involved with the New England Patriots. They're going to have some cuts here. Keep up with the Patriots preseason as they lead up to the regular season opener coming up on September 8th with Mike Debate. Locked On Patriots available wherever you get your podcasts. At bat of the game, at bat of the day. For me, it comes for the Red Sox. The bottom of the 5th inning. Up a run, 4-3. You want to answer right back in that situation. The first 2 batters reach. This is me making my point here. 2 on, nobody out. Casas pops up to center field. Almost shallow enough where they could have put the infield fly rule in effect. But it was short center field, pop out, 1 out, runners don't advance. And then Devers hits into a 4-6-3 double play. Devers in that 5th inning, after homering in his previous at-bat, thinking, okay, 1-run game, Devers is up there, base hit, knocks in a run, provide a little cushion. Hits into a double play against Kelly, and that's it. Kelly, 6th inning, strikeout, line out, strikeout. A.J. Puck, 8th inning, 3 strikeouts. Got Ref Snyder, Casas, and Devers. 9th inning, O'Neill the home run. And then Justin Martinez gets the next 3 hitters, strikes out Romy Gonzalez to end the game. But that Devers at bat in the 5th inning, right there, I circled it, I wrote it down. That's my at bat of the game. because at that point, it's a one-run game. You didn't add on. Suarez, 6th inning against Houck. Houck puts one in there, hits the home run, hits it out of the yard. That becomes a 6-3 game, 7-5 the final. Andrew the GOAT, DJ Porter going back and forth. DJ says, unfortunately, the pitching not built for October. I don't know about that. I don't know, DJ, if I can agree with that. First, they've got to get to October to prove you right or prove me right. Your starters are going to go 5. Your starters are going to have short leashes. And it might be too late when Slayton and Hendricks come back and Rich Hill is available. It may very well be too late. I'm kind of tired of getting updates on those guys because right now, they're not here. You can only work with what you have. And I've said it. It'd be great to have those guys back, but they're needed back now. Hendricks is still 8, 10, 12 days away. Next homestand, perhaps, after this one wraps up Thursday against the Blue Jays. Then you're on the road to Detroit against the Tigers and in New York against the Mets. Then it's the White Sox. Tom Caron, first NESN reference of the day, saying that Hendricks is eyeing that series, the next homestand, when his former team, the White Sox, come to town. I don't know where the Red Sox are going to be at that point in time. They might be in the rearview mirror for the Twins and the Royals when it comes to the AL wildcard spots. And 3 of them available. That's the thing. You know, while the Sox window is going to open next year with the young talent coming up from the minor leagues and stuff like that. Cliche to say, and you never know. I mean, this is opportunity. This is playing with gold right now. Do they have enough? Trevor Story could be a right-handed back coming back in the lineup. Andrew the GOAT saying, and Andrew, you're 100% right. Red Sox, it needs to start on Monday. I said Friday. It needs to start Saturday. It needs to start Sunday. Well, it didn't happen. Swept by the Diamondbacks. It needs to start on Monday. And again, you want to walk away from the Red Sox. You want to wash your hands of the Red Sox. Win two games on Monday against the Blue Jays. All of a sudden, we'll start feeling good about it again. We'll have a smile on our face. But we're not there yet. Go take 2 on Monday from the Toronto Blue Jays. DJ Porter still talking about the bullpen or the pitching staff not being built for October. And DJ, I think you make good points. Built for October in the first half, but besides Bayo, every starter is lucky to go 5 or 6 without giving up 4 or 5 runs. And that's not going to cut it in October. I'm not disagreeing with you, DJ. Not at all. But again, those starters are going to be asked to go 5. They run into trouble in the 4th inning. Alex Cora in October would be pulling the plug. Then the bullpen. That's why I brought up Slayton, Hendricks, Hill. If you've got those guys, every guy is going to be situational. Sims might not be a guy that's in there. You traded for him at the deadline from the Reds, but he may not be there. At least at the start, for what could be a quick series. We know that as well. Numbers of the day. Look ahead to the Jays series as well. 2. And history for Danny Jansen. Not sure about you, but I'm kind of getting tired of hearing about Danny Jansen and how he's going to play for 2 teams in one game. It is history, but it's getting tiring. I'll give my reasons why next. Hey, our Locked On Red Sox postcast, Locked On Sports Boston, your team every day, presented by FanDuel. You've heard us talk a lot about FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Well, something a little different for you. Now through September 22nd, all FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Then, with a YouTube TV base plan, you'll be able to watch every regular season Sunday afternoon out-of-market game. All you need is a Google account and a current form of payment, and you can cancel anytime. Just visit FanDuel.com/LockedOn to download America's #1 sportsbook. Red Sox future bets, plus 2,900 to win the AL pennant from FanDuel, plus 6,000 right now to win the World Series, and plus 27,000 for the Diamondbacks and the Red Sox to meet up in the World Series in October. Again, visit FanDuel.com/LockedOn. Download America's #1 sportsbook. All right, we've had good conversation here. Encourage you to join us with a little Sox conversation, part of the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Our numbers continue to grow, and I love it. We do thank you. We do appreciate it. We do not take this audience for granted. And this is a place to come and chat casually about the Red Sox. And I will say this. We've had some great people on board today. Andrew the GOAT, DJ going back and forth, keeping it respectful, frustrated, I'm sure. But I love the conversation. I love the back and forth. Subscribe to the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Again, podcast up and running. We're hitting close to 600 downloads on the podcast on any given day. Love that. And don't forget, Gabby Hurlbut continues to provide analysis as well with Locked On Red Sox. That's available as well, wherever you get your podcast as well. So, Andrew the GOAT, maybe the Red Sox should stay in. Andrew, I love this one. There's no home cooking right now for the Red Sox. 6 games under 500 at home. I believe it was Tom Caron on Nesson a while ago throwing this out there. Andrew the GOAT. Maybe the Red Sox should stay at a hotel when they play home games to prepare themselves like they do on the road. DJ agreeing with that. Maybe the Red Sox should act like they're playing on the road. You know, you've got the Reds, you've got the City Connects, you've got the home lights that they were on Sunday. We're the Grays on Monday. We're the road Grays on Monday. We're the BP top. There's got to be something here at home the rest of the way, especially over the next 4 days where you're going to have 5 games decided against the Blue Jays. You've got to do something else. Put them in a hotel tonight. DJ, or rather Andrew the GOAT. Tom Caron said something along those lines recently. It was actually a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't even recent. We're going back probably to maybe before the All-Star break. Tom Caron thought about that because the Red Sox have been inconsistent. Now 6 games under 500 at Fenway for the first time this season. That's just not good enough. Haven't been above 500 this year at Fenway Park. Got to, I think, 25-25 through their first 50 home games. Now 6 under. Those part of numbers of the day. Again, great back and forth, DJ, Andrew the GOAT. Appreciate it as always. Red Sox swept in a series by the Arizona Diamondbacks. 33 games left in the regular season. Jays coming to town. Suspended game from late June will be completed Tuesday or Monday afternoon, and then the scheduled first game of the 4-game series underway on Monday night. First pitch at 7:10. Again, the Jays have been a team right now playing winning baseball. Going to look at the scoreboard here. I'm not scoreboard watching, but I am scoreboard watching. So the White Sox down in the home 8th inning. And looks like right now 4 outs away from a 100th loss on the season. 9th inning in Kansas City. Phillies 11 runs up 11-3 on the Royals. Again, we're not scoreboard watching here, but we are scoreboard watching. Want to get to the Twins. Jays won again. So now 9-4 in their last 13 games. They complete the series sweep at home against the Angels. They're coming into Boston feeling good about themselves. And, first reaction, Cardinals helping out. Cardinals come back late, beat the Twins 3-2 in Minnesota. That helps the Red Sox. It's not putting a smile on my face, but the Cardinals help. I don't know if it's more believing in the Red Sox that they can come back from 4.5 games back in the wild card race with now under 5 weeks to go in the regular season, right around 5 weeks to go in the regular season. I guess it wraps up on a Sunday, final Sunday in September. I'm not sure if it's more believing in the Red Sox right now or if it's not believing that the Twins continue to play winning baseball. The Royals are now in a stretch right now where they're going to be playing teams that are contending. Either first-place teams or teams contending for division titles. That's over their next 2 weeks. So that's why the belief is there for the Red Sox. And I was saying, and I'm wrong on this number now, I think, we're looking at the fact that there may not be a team in Major League Baseball here in 2024 that reaches 100 wins. The Red Sox may not need to reach 90 wins. And really, I was projecting out in my own simple math of you're going to need to get to 90. I don't think that's the case anymore. You're probably looking 86 to 88 wins. That actually helps the Red Sox as each day now is taking a game off the calendar. Hit the comments one more time. Andrew, do you think the Red Sox should bench one of their players that did not play well this week? I think there needs to be a shakeup in the lineup. I think you can move some guys around right now. Who are you benching? I think the guys, Rafaela didn't have a lot of extra base hits there, a lot of singles, a lot of 1-for-3s, 1-for-4s. You need these guys in the bottom of the lineup to produce the way they were before the All-Star break. Even into the Dodgers series and the Rockies series and the first home series after the All-Star break, the Red Sox were putting up runs. But on a day where you have a 4-0 lead and you're Tanner Houck and you're an All-Star this year, you can't give up 6 runs over 2 innings. Can't happen. Your rotation is what it is right now. Hendricks, Slayton, Hill, whatever role he's going to play, if and when he's going to be available at the big league level, guys are going down and they may not be in the big leagues again. I thought maybe at one point I threw it out there, do you get one of these young talents? And the Sox have had some great stories this year. Gasper is one right now. Westbrook was one for a short time there. Sogard. I almost think Sogard was that guy who was providing a little bit of a, that rookie, that, getting base hits, playing strong defense. Then all of a sudden, teams found him out a little bit. They had a little bit of a book on him. And then he was taking the collar and collecting just one base hit. But Sogard, I think, is a guy who could have stuck around. You lose Dom Smith. And it's here today, gone tomorrow. Big leaguers know that. But shaking it up right now, I think maybe you shake up the lineup. I don't know where you can go outside of that. Dom Smith, if he was a right-handed bat, he's still on the team. Instead, now he's in a Reds uniform. From the Red Sox to the Reds. That was a clubhouse guy. The little cliches that go along there. I don't know if he was going to give a pep talk after Friday's loss against the Diamondbacks or even Saturday or even before Sunday's game. But he's just a guy that they're missing right now. As much as you want Casas, and he's your first baseman. Dom Smith, DFA, and it was the logical move. DJ Porter, I would like to see Sogard back in the lineup. Yeah, Gasper at second. We're going to wrap up here. Gasper at second on Saturday. I looked at that one and I thought, okay, you're giving him his first big league start. You're giving him some at-bats. You've got that third catcher. He can play another position. I think you need more. I mean, you're running different guys out there at second base all the time. Romy Gonzalez has been that guy. Maybe put Gonzalez in the lineup for a couple of games at second base. See what he can do. I don't care right versus right. If it was left versus left, you've got an argument for me. Put him in there against a right-hander. See what he can do. You need somebody hot in the bottom of the lineup for a couple of days. And again, I'd put Abreu down there. I'd move him out of the number 2 spot. I'd just throw Yoshida up there. Remember, Yoshida was in that number 3 spot in the lineup for a while. And even in the first inning, he was getting base hits to extend innings with 2 outs. Give him an extra at-bat at the end of the game. Something to think about. Jays in town. Jays wrap up their series sweep against the Angels in Toronto on Sunday. Red Sox did not collect 10 base hits. And that run in the 9th inning, they were looking at 4 runs or less for a 12th time in the month of August. That didn't happen. But the Red Sox now 6 straight games, and for the 13th time now in the last 18 games, with less than 10 hits. Striking out 10 or more times for a 7th straight game. Those part of numbers of the day as well. Jays in town starting on Monday again. Complete the suspended game from late June, Monday. Danny Jansen is going to play for the Red Sox on Monday to complete that suspended game. So he's going to be in the box score on both sides for the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. It's been talked to death. I know it's history. I love the history of baseball. I celebrate it. But that one to me, oh well. Joe Youngblood played for 2 different teams in 2 different cities in early August, a long time ago, when he was traded from the Mets to the Expos. That, to me, is something you talk about. Jansen suspended game, one team to another. And in minor league baseball, years ago, that wouldn't have happened. That would not have been allowed. It's part of one guy going from the Royals organization to the Indians organization at the time, the Indians, not the Guardians, the Indians. And they were going to deem it where he was not going to be able to play for the other team, the Kinston Indians, the Carolina League, against the Wilmington Club. He wasn't going to be able to play. But Danny Jansen on Monday is going to make history. He's going to play for both teams in one game. He's going to be in the box score for both games. He was actually at the plate when the game was suspended at Fenway back in late June for the Blue Jays. It is neat, but it's been talked to death. I've heard enough about it. Let's move on from that. But again, Jays in town. Suspended game will be complete Monday afternoon. Monday's scheduled game, first pitch 7:10. Jays, again, completing the series sweep Sunday afternoon at home in Toronto against the Angels. And they'll enter Monday having won 5 of 6 and 9 wins over their last 13 games. And then it's off to Detroit and New York against the Tigers and the Mets for the Red Sox on their next road trip. Hey, a thank you to you. DJ, Andrew the GOAT, great job today participating in the conversation, part of the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. We do appreciate it. Again, subscribe to the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel page on after each Red Sox game the rest of the way and even into October if they get there. Cardinals helping by beating the Twins. Phillies helping by beating the Kansas City Royals. Locked On Red Sox Postcast, again, does follow each and every Red Sox game all season long. We do thank you for making the Locked On Red Sox Postcast your first listen every day. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts. Also live on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel within minutes of the last out of every Sox game. Locked On Sports Boston, your number one place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports, your team every day.